Hello everyone, Marcos here from Flow Design Architects. Today we're gonna be discussing how to fill out small claims online. So I'm gonna try to go through the details and reasons why we do it and the steps to get that completed. Just as a disclaimer, basically small claims are an informal way and inexpensive option to or resolving cases between two parties. So in this case, we typically you fill out a small claim when the amount that you're trying to get from the defendant is less than $7,000. So we're gonna go in detail on how to fill that form. First thing, if you never have filled up this information, is you go online and type small claims in Google. It will bring you to this screen. Of course, we're in Massachusetts, so we're gonna go through mass.gov. When you click at the website, it goes, if you go down here, if this is the first time you fill up a small claim, you go through file your small claim online. Of course, I already created an account here for the company, but if anybody needs to create their own, you will go to register and then put the information accordingly, either if you are a business or if you're a person selling a service. So in this case, I already have the information logged in, so I just go and click log in. It will take a couple seconds. Now the tab is actually pretty easy to manage. Here you have home with your profile and who you are as an entity. Right now I'm just putting my name because they actually need a legal name of the person who's filling out this information. And then I actually included the office email here in order to be able to log it in. Now, if you go to home just talk to you about how to start the process and a very helpful video of how to do that. And then start a feeling that will be if this is the first time you do it, this is where you will start. If not, if you want to modify or edit a one that you already started, then you will go to my interviews. So if you click to my interviews, you can kind of see one that I already started here for a client. So when you go to start filling, click on that. There are a couple options here that you need to select. You will select here small claims complaint. Then it's gonna log in into this portal. It's gonna take a couple seconds, of course. Here is basically the notice. Then you press next. After here, just telling you a couple things that you don't cannot be doing when you start the form. Like for example, like click back. You couldn't do that because it's gonna eliminate what you the process that you already started. So don't click back, and then you just hit next. It's always good to kind of read through this while you're filling out this information, just because they kind of mention and explain certain things regarding the small claim. As you know, this is a legal document, so it's important that you kind of read through these items. Then next. So here's basically telling you a description of what this is all about. So as I mentioned before, a small claim is a legal process that is less complex than a traditional civil case. In this case, we had the necessity to actually fill out these small claims for clients that have taken a year to pay, and basically, as you can see, $7,000 is the max that you could claim for this type of legal document. So if somebody owes you more than 7,000, then this is not the right website or the right path to go. You will need legal advice on that end. But here is just explain like if you need an attorney, where do you feel it? where do you file the small claims? And then this is very important to know because depending on your proposal, you have to know this information. Anything between 2,000 to $5,000 that you're claiming, you need to pay $100 filling fee. In our case, we are in that range due to the what we're trying to get from the client, but this is good to know here. That way you kind of have that information. Then you hit next after you read through this. It's gonna take a couple seconds. Then here it just talks about the need to complete the interview. It kind of go into statutes of limitations. The complaint cannot be must be filled out in court within 6 years. Basically, like if somebody owes you money and you wait more than 6 years, then there's you should not be able to claim what you're trying to do here. That's what this information is telling you. It also protects the consumer. Claim based on consumer protection laws must be filed in court within 4 years, and claim resulting of negligence or intentional harm must be filled within 3 years. So it kind of um, gives options of in which category you are within these parameters, basically. For us, um, we are right here in the 4 years because we're trying to claim something that somebody owe us. Then you hit next. Then it's playing who's the plaintiff. So the plaintiff is basically us in this case, so Flow Design. So we are not a person, we are an institution or a business. So you will click business, and then it kind of give you options of corporation or incorporated. So you will hit corporation. Here you kind of can find the company that you're filling the information for. So if you hit here, click here, it's gonna bring you to another Massachusetts Secretary of Commonwealth. So if you just click Flow Design, you should be able to find us. So this is who we are and the ID number there. So if you go back, in this case, I already have everything saved. So you just click Flow Design Inc., name and last name, the suite. It's important that you press number 226, which is our suite. Then it kind of asks about, are you an attorney filling this claim? So you say no. Is there a second plaintiff in this case, meaning like if you and somebody else is suing, so then you will add that person. But in this case, it's only one. So you say no, then next. Okay, gonna take a little bit of time. So is the defendant a person or a business? Same thing. So in this case, it's a person. So we're gonna hit click here. So this is the importance of keeping record and having a signed contract because the person must be a legal, it must be their legal name. So in this case, it will be this person here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in this information. So make sure you have the right name and all the in the legal address. Very important. Banks Street and Street. In this case, it's a single family. Massachusetts. City is in Brockton. So you will go to Brockton here. Broughton, zip code 0232, and then you will put the defendant's cell phone number. Typically, we put that in our proposals, which is very important to have. So 513 5794. Now, if you're filling this information, these small claims, and you don't know the cell phone number, make sure you contact your principal in charge of the project, and they should be able to find that information for you. So, um, then is there a second defendant in this case? I will say yes, because um, the daughter actually helped them, um, help him a lot with that. So I want to make sure that I add them. Cell phone number. Clearly, I didn't click on that. Next. Let me just do that. Okay. So it kind of asks you a couple questions. It's asking like if is this person is in military duty. So we don't know. So we will, hey, we don't know. Next. Is this case about a landlord-tenant issue? No, it's not. And then select a core location where you wish to file. In this case, we are located in Salem, so you have options to make it easy for the defendant or make it easier for us. In this case, of course, we're gonna make it easier for us, so we're gonna select Salem District Core. Next. Is your claim based on a property damage, automotive accident? So that's a no. Are you bringing a claim under consumer protection law? It's always good to kind of read through this. Modification can be unfair or defective. So you will say no in this because you are not a consumer. Did you carry a rise of a business relationship that could be described as a trade or commerce? So that's yes, because we're basically trading. Um, we're trading a service. We're providing a service. Um, and then we're not being paid for that service. That's what that means. And then it basically asks, are you pursuing a claim for an assigned debt? That's basically saying yes. And then you say next. I will say plan to spend filling any claim about half an hour, um, more or less. I think we have an hour. You should be able to um, complete the form. In here, you need to describe a statement for the claim. Basically, you go in through your contract and you can say, we were hired to do this project back in 2021. Um, you know, defendant provided the deposit for this, but did not provide the final payment after the services were completed, or something like that. That's what it's saying on that end. I'm just gonna hit next to kind of see through everything, and then we can modify. It clearly says that we need to fill out that information before moving forward. But this is, after you complete these questions, it's gonna give you a review of what you did, and then you can submit documents. Those documents you will most likely need to provide um, um, the contract that was signed contract. Um, I would recommend to provide also pay invoices. Like let's say if they pay the deposit, provide that, and you also provide the documents that were submitted in the day. So in this case, it will be the permit set of drawings, and then you will provide the pending invoice and the ones that you are trying to claim. So Hopefully this video is helpful. Once again, we're just trying to make things easier for everyone. Trying that needs to get this done. So once again, thank you. Any question, just follow up with your principal in charge. Thank you.